here we go. Oh god. Coke and toothpaste do not mix. Alright guys, hey and welcome to... Well, I haven't said that in a long time. Hey and welcome to the summit, guys. Welcome to a very special video. Welcome to my 2016 horror collection video. Now I was going to save it as a surprise, but if you've seen the thumbnail, you already know what's behind me. So let's just get that into effect. So as the title says, I'm doing my complete horror collection video. Now last year's horror collection video was really good in my opinion, but I've added a lot of horror movies to the collection and some other things that I really want to show you guys. So without further ado, let's get into it. Fair warning guys, there's probably going to be a lot of mess ups. Most of you know I do pretty much movie reviews most of the time, and those are scripted, so there's going to be a lot of mess ups. So with all of that said, guys, let's get into my complete horror collection video. I have the complete Friday the 13th collection on DVD, minus Jason Goes to Hell, Jason X, and Freddy vs. Jason. This is one of the first collections that I had on DVD. I got it as a Christmas present. I will never forget. There's even a picture of me going like this. Next up, guys, we have my Full Moon collection. So that started out with The Ginger Dead Man. Ginger Dead Man 2, Passion of the Crust. The next one I have for you guys is another Ginger Dead Man movie, Ginger Dead Man 3, Saturday Night Cleaver. Let's keep that B-horror goodness going with Charles Band's Evil Bong. Evil Bong 2, King Bong. Evil Bong 3, Wrath of the Bong. Killjoy. Killjoy 2, Killjoy Goes to Hell. The next one I have for you guys is a 9. That's right, 9 film collection. The Puppet Master. Puppet Master X, Access Rising. This movie had potential to be really good, but it ended up not being good. It actually kind of sucks. There's one character in particular that teases you the entire time, and you get nothing out of it. Alright guys, I saved the best B horror movie for last. Unlucky Charms. If you guys remember my old channel, Ferrets, Fish, and Blu-rays, I actually did a movie review of this, and one day I might go back and redo that because I think this movie does deserve to get a better review from me. Maybe a from the shelf video someday. This movie is all kinds of just terrible. This movie is so bad, but it's so fun at the same time. If you haven't seen Unlucky Charms, definitely go out and check it out. And she's one of the best reasons. Do not skip the previews. Alright guys, now let's get into those Blu-rays. I have to apologize to you guys. I'm going to be kind of lax with the stories on these because I have a lot of horror movies now and I really don't want to make this a very long video. I will give you some stories, but I'm not going to give you a story on every Blu-ray. So here we go. First, let's start out with some of the newer Blu-rays that I got that I didn't put in a horror collection update. I wanted to put them in this horror collection video because they're part of the horror collection, so why not put them in the video? Urban Legend, I ordered this from Amazon because this is an older Blu-ray. It was released in 2008, and these are kind of hard to find. The older Blu-rays are kind of harder to find in the store, so I had to order this one from Amazon. It was here in like 3 days. I also have a full-fledged review coming out for this in my From the Shelf review series, so definitely stick around for that one. Hatchet 2. I will say that this one isn't as good as the first Hatchet, but I actually really did love this one. The replacement of the original main character with Danielle Harris. What do you guys think I think of that? Danielle Harris. Next up, guys, we have Clown. God, look at that slipcover. Ah. Crystal Lake Memories, the complete history of Friday the 13th. Guys, if you've seen the Never Sleep Again documentary on Nightmare on Elm Street, you will love this. If you're a huge fan of Friday the 13th like I am, you will also love this. Narrated by the Fell Dog, Corey Feldman. It's a good time, and it's definitely worth your money. Next up is a 2007 slasher that I even forgot existed. Vacancy. I'm not going to tell you too much about it because I haven't seen it yet, and I really want to check it out. So I'll give you my full thoughts once I watch the movie. Green Room. Now I know what you guys are going to say. This movie isn't much of a horror movie, it's more of a thriller, but I will tell you guys there are some terrifying scenes in this movie. There are some that just had me like, Green Room, check it out. Death Becomes Her. Ash vs. the Evil Dead, Season 1. I had to go and get the Blu-ray of the first season with that lenticular cover as soon as it came out, and I cannot wait to watch this. Alright guys, I admit it. I double dip every once in a while. I got the pop art cover of Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. I just couldn't pass up this. It's a slipcover, and it's a really cool alternate artwork. I love this. You might be able to find it at Best Buy still. It's, I believe, $9. It's really cheap, and it has a lot of special features, so definitely check this out. The Straw Dogs remake. This movie has a lot of really good performances. It's not, I wouldn't say it's as good as the original, but the ending of this movie, the last 5 minutes, if it doesn't have your jaw on the floor, I don't know what will. I also picked up The Collector. I heard that this movie's pretty good, so if you guys have seen it and want to give me some of your thoughts, let me know down in the comments down below. The last of my new pickups for you guys is the Carrie remake with that lenticular cover. Alright guys, a lot of you will say, it's not that great, why do you have that? You have the original. I want to have all the remakes. I want to have a nice solid remake collection, and I had to get the Carrie remake. Alright guys, now let's get into the actual collection. I already told you that the stories weren't going to be long, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit 10 minutes, so let's get through some of these blues, and maybe I'll give you some stories along the way. The complete Scream 5-film collection. There's 2 documentaries on here that are fantastic, and the first 3 Scream films. If you want to know my favorite, it's the first. The first Scream is probably my favorite movie of all time. Resident Evil Extinction. Look out for my Resident Evil retrospective review of this one coming up on my channel very, very soon. Actually, it's my next video. Friday the 13th, the remake, with Sam Winchester. Freddy vs. Jason. Friday the 13th, Part 3 in 3D, with 3D glasses. Friday the 13th, Part 2, probably one of my favorites in the original series. Friday the 13th, the uncut version. Tusk, Jacob's Ladder. Psycho, the Steelbook. We all go a little mad sometimes. The Visit, and I actually really like this one, guys. Shyamalan's on his way back. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Cabin in the Woods. Deathgasm. The Woman in Black. Joyride. My Soul to Take. Scream 4. Daybreakers. Now this is a brutal, violent vampire movie. I love this. It's one of my favorite vampire films. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Hide and Seek. Dad, Blu-ray Dan, this is for you. A little bit. Angel Heart, More Dinero. You. House of a Thousand Corpses. Horns.
Go, let it go.
Knock that off. Not that Frozen. Adam Green's Frozen. Hitchcock. It puts the lotion in the basket. It puts the lotion in the basket. It puts the fucking lotion in the basket! Ow! How? Tremors. Dracula, Bela Lugosi. The Descent. The Mist, starring a lot of people that were on The Walking Dead. Jeepers Creepers, this movie's freaky. The Tall Man, Interview with a Vampire. The Crazies remake. Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead remake. Love this movie, I've seen it a million times, definitely watch this. Dark Water American remake. The Hills Have Eyes unrated remake. Brutal, brutal movie, guys. Not for everybody. Another really brutal movie. The Last House on the Left remake. If there was any more blood in this movie, I swear it would have been filmed in a blood bank. The Evil Dead, Fede Alvarez's remake. The Prom Night remake, the unrated version. Come on, watch my old movie. Come on, do it, come on. End of Days. The Resident, and this is actually one of the last movies with Christopher Lee. Lords of Salem Steelbook. I'm the devil, and I'm here to do the devil's work. The Devil's Rejects. Wrong Turn. Love this movie. Red Dragon. Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. Rob Zombie's Halloween. Fright Night. 30 Days of Night. Brutal vampire movie. Wes Craven's A Nightmare on Elm Street. The 1979 Amityville Horror. The original Carrie. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. The original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Manhunter. Army of Darkness. Evil Dead 2. The Evil Dead. Child's Play. The Stepfather remake. David Cronenberg's The Fly remake. The Ring, the US remake. The Grudge US remake. House of Wax reimagining remake. I actually think this is more of a reimagining. It's actually a pretty cool movie. Ryan Reynolds' The Amityville Horror Remake, Zombieland, George A. Romero's Diary of the Dead, Shaun of the Dead Broken Record Steelbook, John Carpenter's original Halloween, Saw, Shudder, Killer Clowns from Outer Space with that awesome art card, Final Destination 2, Final Destination, The Ward, The Last House on the Left, the original, Near Dark, another fantastic vampire film, see it if you haven't, Good Night Mommy, the My Bloody Valentine 3D remake, Oculus, Cabin Fever, Krampus, I'm actually going to be checking this one out very soon, the Nightmare on Elm Street remake with that awesome lenticular cover, the Leprechaun Complete Movie Collection, Maggie, Crimson Peak, I adore this movie, guys. The Possession, Jeffrey D. Morgan is awesome in this. Sinister, still haven't checked it out yet. Unfriended, It Follows, The Village of the Damned Scream Factory, Shocker, Scream Factory, Nightbreed, Scream Factory, and The People Under the Stairs, Scream Factory. Reanimator, Insidious Chapter 2, Insidious, Prophecy Collection, The Strangers, unrated and underrated. Definitely check this out. Trick or Treat. This is a fantastic anthology film directed by the same director of Krampus. Warm Bodies. Now, I know this is more of a comedy with horror mixed in, but I still include this in my horror collection because there are some chilling scenes. Don't Go in the Water. Jaws. Hatchet. Hatchet 3. The complete second season of The Walking Dead. It's actually really underrated in my opinion. I love the second season of The Walking Dead. The complete first season of The Walking Dead. Hey, the Ghost, with me, Nicolas Cage. And The Wicker Man, with me, Nicolas Cage. I know what you did last summer. Resident Evil Apocalypse. Knock knock. Fucking pizza. Resident Evil Afterlife? Resident Evil Retribution? Resident Evil... The final Blu-ray, guys. Clive Barker's Hellraiser. Alright, there it is, guys. My complete horror collection as of September 2016. What do you guys think of this video? Do you have any of the movies that I have in my collection? If there are any movies that you suggest for me to pick up because of what you liked in my collection, let me know. Let me know that as well. Make sure you guys stick around for my From the Shelf review of Urban Legend and my Resident Evil retrospective review of Resident Evil Extinction. So I have an announcement for you guys. I want to do a horror Q&A. All horror questions. I want you to leave me horror-related questions in the comment box down below, which I will answer in a all horror-themed Q&A. It can be anything, guys. Favorite locales, favorite killers, favorite remake, favorite original. Anything you guys can think of, leave those questions down in the comments down below, and I will answer them in an all horror-themed Q&A. But in the meantime, guys, check out my other reviews that I have coming up. Leave your questions down in the comment box down below. Check out my Facebook group, Bluetooth videos, because I've told you a million times, there's a lot of awesome guys on there that put up some awesome stuff all the time. Check out Killer Flicks, run by my boy Leaf. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram because you know I have them. But most importantly, guys, this has been Zach versus the Blu-ray Mountain. Stay metal, my friends.